Did it load you up?
Yeah.
It didn't load me up. It was kind of cold in here. Damn. Yeah, it didn't load me up yet. Oh, okay, I gotta click resume. Okay, there you go. Alright. Is this the same chart or is it different? No, it's a different chart. 28,000. Damn, this shit chopped. We got the drop. What we got? Alright. Look at the market side of the chop. Drop. Yeah, the only thing would be like if they could get more data where like you could actually like use your strategy on this stuff or use the market makers pattern on this and stuff like that, then it actually wouldn't be bad. But it's just the fact that like it don't really have much data on here. That's the only thing I would say. Uh, oh,
Oh, this shit kicked me out again with 6 minutes left. Couldn't even take a fucking trade, man. I'm gonna do one with a random person. There are 90 fucking people online playing this shit. Is crazy. What time is it? 9:27. We got 3 minutes left. We're good. What's up, stream? I'm gonna do one more and then we'll start the session.
bro, price not giving no entries, bro. Damn. Please.
Please, I gotta pay rent.
Yo, I seen somebody saying that shit on stream while like I was talking to my girl. I was like, what the bro? I started rolling. I'm like, yo,
They copying
nigga
me, man.
jumper, bro.
I'm a trendsetter. What can I
Tell me
say?
I'm a trendsetter. Tell me I'm a trendsetter. This guy. He's fucking 40 talking about Being a trendsetter, like yo. This yo would kick me out. Fuck. That's ass. Didn't take any trades.
I couldn't. I was literally right about to, and it kicked me out when I went to go
Damn.
when I went to go place it. I was about to place that shit.
Yo,
Yo,
look at AU real quick.
hold on, man. I'm in the middle of a game. This guy already
Once
took
you
2
start
trades.
stream.
He's fucking up 2-0, man. This guy's going
He's
crazy.
up 2-0.
Took 2 trades already. Bro. I'm fucking tripping. Bro. Fucking time is it? This is at 7 in the morning.
I don't like taking showers, bro.
The fuck? Alright.
Bro, you have my mic on? Hey, yo.
Yeah, you're done for, brother. Oh! I already fucking got fucking straight to stop loss.
Bro, that's your stop loss.
I did. That's why I went straight to stop. Yes, I did. It hit me out. It hit me out. And then it fucking went straight into profit.
Stop loss, you ass.
Straight to stop and then straight to TP, man. Fuck. Why they gotta do me like that? What time frame was that fucking engulfing candle in, man? Like, that's why I'm tripping. Like, I'm not even. No way that was on the 30-minute, was it? I thought it was in the 1 hour.
Wait, hold on.
That shit was in the 1 hour. No, it wasn't the 30-minute. No, it wasn't the 1 hour. I don't even know anymore, bro. I should have fucking marked it. God damn it. Alright, I'll get.
Why didn't you mark it up?
I don't know, man. I'm tripping. That's why. You see, this is what happens when you don't follow your rules, man. I'm confused. I don't even know where I'm at. Now I'm nervous. Like, yo.
Well, now I'm nervous.
Imagine. Alright, let's bring this shit back. This guy already took 6 trades. Dude, we got 7 minutes left. Chill out, brother. Come on. Alright, yo. 3 days of rise. Close out. 3 days of rise. Come on, end of the day, end of the day, end of the day, end of the day. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Thank you. Okay.
Where we at? Though, bro?
I don't know. That's why I wish I could see that, but okay. Hold on. So we're back at the higher highs. We're back at the daily highs. I don't know why it's not showing here, but it's all good. 4 hour,
Max
we're reaching it.
Drawdown.
Not fucking good, man. It's not good. All right, bro. Hold on. Fuck. What time was this? No. Okay, we're good. 3 days of rise, market's gonna chop or drop, and it dropped. Okay, next day, let's see where we're at. We're still trading higher high, higher low, boom, higher high. So let's add this up. So we're trading between this 30-minute low, which is where we're at. No, 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 don't play. Fuck, wrong button. 30-minute low, cool. Now here are the 30-minute lows. Go to the 5-minute. What am I looking for in the 5-minute? I'm looking for the change to break structure. Low, lower high, lower low.
Six W.
Yo, 9 trades, bro. Hold on, bro. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Boom, boom, consolidate, boom, lower low, lower high, lower low. We got a gap at the bottom. Boom, it filled the gap. Still making lower lows and lower high. Boom, lower low. Cool. Now in the 30-minute time frame, we flipped. So let's turn around. 30-minute time frame, we flipped. Now we're trading between this lower high and this lower low. Where are we in the higher time frames? How long do I got? I got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to put a fucking trade together, man.
Yo, he got 10 trades already.
Shut the fuck up, man. Alright. We're getting somewhere.
Oh, wait, but we got a daily engulfing candle.
Alright, so boom. Oh.
Daily engulfing candle.
Visibility.
And they have top and bottom wick.
Yo, okay, so why can't I see this in the 4 hour?
Yeah, it's all there.
What's the price point? 14,386. 14,386.
AUDUSD gave a 1 hour engulfing candle.
14,386. Not worried about that right now. So boom, change of character lower. Let's see what we do. Boom. Low. Give me a clean break. Give me a clean break. Perfect. Give me a retest. Please, please. Please.
You not gonna get no retest.
How long do I got? 4 minutes. I got 420. 2 days of drop. Boom. Again, 2 days of drop. Lower time frame. We're still trading between the high. Right, this could still at the low. So look, boom. This is the lower low. Rejection of a lower high. So now we know we're trading between two rejections. We're trading between here. Right, we're trading between here.
So you got 3 minutes left.
Shut the fuck up, man. I got it.
I'm just trying to help you out, brother.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need
hear
it.
that.
So trading at a lower time. It's already 5 a.m.
Shit. You could risk 3% on this trade.
It's just consolidating. Dude, where am I?
Well,
I hate that I can't see the
2.5.
goddamn boxes, dude. Alright, hold on. So down here at these lows, price came up, 30-minute time frame. We don't have a change of character or break of structure just yet. We're still trading between lower low and lower high. And between this low and that high. So we know we could take a third day if price gives us a nice entry. Which at this point, let's now look at the lower time frames. I'm not gonna be able to take a fucking trade, dude. It's crazy. Green, not valid. Okay. 5 minutes. Where we at?
And he took 20 trades.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. Motherfucker scalping his life away.
50% 1%. Shit.
All I need is one fucking good trade.
That's it.
All I need is one trade.
Good trade, brother.
I don't got an entry though.
The fact that he took 20 though. That's
crazy. Criminal work.
11 wins and 10 losses. Price gave engulfing kind of on a 30-minute.
Oh, it's not valid. Give us 2 days of drop, didn't give us a third day. We just consolidated on the third day. We'll most likely get the push now. But I would like to see price turn around now. No! He fucking went into drawdown. Let's go. I didn't even take a trade. Yeah. He went into 5% drawdown. 21 trades is crazy. I didn't even take a trade. They're lying to me. Alright, let's start the session. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one of these.
5K drawdown? Shit.
Alright.
Bad list Sharky.
We're gonna have to play with that shit, bro. I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm staying up doing that shit. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be the next thing I'm gonna fucking be a demon at. Yo, what's Jumper doing? Yo, he's 1v1ing on the charts right now. Yo, this is what Mike wanted, man. He wants content. I'm gonna start posting fucking trading content for real now. Alright, what's going on, team?
How did you even find that?
I don't, dude. I was just scrolling on fucking Instagram, and
That's wild.
There was a post. I clicked on it. I was like, yo, what is this? And I fucking just Instagram and I saw it. I'm like, wow. Alright, what's going on, team? I'm gonna be doing tonight's isolation session. Started a little late, so I'm gonna pretty much just do this pretty quickly. I'm not really gonna go into detail. I just wanna make sure that I have this video up, this stream up for you guys. Tonight I have a few things I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna finalize the website tonight, so then tomorrow at around 1 p.m. 2 p.m. I'll post the link on our Discord. Again, the people that's been with us since the beginning, the people that's been with us on our Discord, you guys get a special code to be able to check out, right? You guys get a special rate. The people who are gonna be brand new starting in April, they'll be charged the regular rate. Again, we'll have a lot of stuff on the website. We're gonna be posting old isolation sessions from 2018, 2019, 2020. What you guys just saw me play on stream, that 1v1 will have weekly or bi-weekly tournaments for you guys, for members. The winners get funded accounts. You know, we'll give the regular giveaways as well. Obviously the live sessions, the isolation sessions, they'll be done on the website as well. We'll still have some free sessions here on YouTube. We'll do like 3 or 4 a week, so we'll continue to keep this. We'll also have the community tournaments as well that I'm gonna be doing. So there's a few things that I'm gonna tweak into the website to make sure it's ready for tomorrow. That's pretty much it. I think that's the only kind of announcement that I kind of had here. So once again, this website is for you guys at the end of the day, right? Everything that we're gonna be doing is for you guys to get better chart vision. You know, that tournament style chart, that's amazing for chart vision. So we'll definitely play around with that. I'll probably turn the stream on. I'll probably be on Twitch after this and just streaming that tournament or that game. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to do that. So pairs that we're going to be going over tonight are the pairs that we look at during our live trading session, the ones with the red flag next to their name, starting off with AUDUSD, finishing off with US oil. We will be going in order from the top to the bottom, but again, if you guys have any questions about any other pair, whether or not they're on our list, just let me know. Starting off with AU, we know we're in A2. We still are in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the bottom, right? Before we could continue to look for this push, we wanted to see a break. But right now we know that price is still giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Price went up, failed to give us that higher high, and then started this push down to the bottom, right? So in the lower time frame, we know that we're kind of in a small zone of consolidation at this point, where price is rejecting highs, it's rejecting lows. That isn't really giving us a lot of flow here, not a lot of information, right? It looks like price wants to give us a shoulder head shoulder, but for this to be a valid shoulder head shoulder for us to continue to go short, we need to see that break below these lows. So right now, no continuations. Right now, no engulfing candles. We know that in the lower time frame, 30-minute time frame, price gave us a nice zone of consolidation, gave us the break above, gave us the retest. Looks like price wants to give us a type 3 pattern to continue that push to the top side, right? And that would make sense. We have a day of counter rise, we have 2 days of counter rise. Tomorrow, what could we be expecting? Another push to the top side, right? With this pair, though, we want to be careful because we understand that yes, in the 30-minute, we were trading higher high and higher low, and then price gave us that push to the bottom and gave us a lower low change of character. So at the end of the day, could this still be lower low going into a lower high to see price push back down to the bottom to give us a lower low? Absolutely. So want to be very careful with AU at this point. Um, you know, again, I do like what price is doing. It gave us the break, it gave us a little zone of consolidation during the beginning of Asia session until now. Gave us the retest. Again, that retest is a 50-50 trade, right? A type 3 pattern where price comes down, retest the middle of the zone of consolidation and continues to push to the top side. So if we were to look for an entry here, we just want to see a change of character break of structure, which we do already have. Lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character. At the change of character, we had a nice little engulfing candle, but green candle is not valid. It's not a valid engulfing.
Yeah, I had a question about AU.
What question do you have?
But it's not really more so a question. It was just more so like something that I observed,
Mhm.
which was why at first I was interested, but now I'm taking a step back. Not now, but like before you hopped on the charts, like I seen it and like I'm taking a step back on it
Right.
because like you had said, we had that 30-minute change of character, but the 2 days of rise is kind of conflicting with like the overall bias that I was looking at because we had the change of character on the 30-minute time frame. Then we also had a 50% retracement where price had bounced from.
Mhm.
And then after that, price had gave us a smaller time frame, 5 minute um change of character breaker structure. And then after that, price also gave us a 1 minute, a 1 hour engulfing candle. So
Hold on, I'm just seeing something real quick. Technically speaking, in the 5 minute, on the 5 minute we're still trading between the change of character, higher high. We're trading right
okay,
now like this: lower low, lower high, lower low, change of
all right,
character, higher high.
all right, cool.
So technically speaking, right now this wouldn't even be. If this would have been a change of character break of structure above the 800 EMA, then I would have felt a lot more confident saying that this is a type 3 pattern, right? But the fact that we're only trading between the change of character and the 5 minute, on the 30-minute, this could be that 50% retracement, right?
Oh, oh, I
From
was talking about we're going short because we're in A2.
yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like if we're going short,
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the
right?
main thing because
Exactly.
I was
So
also seeing that too.
so the fact that right now we have a lot more confirmation going short than we do going long. This is the
Right.
only reason why this, even though this is trading counter, obviously I wouldn't even be looking for trades going counter. But let's just
Right.
put this in perspective as if we were still looking for trades, right?
Mhm.
We're stuck in a situation where, again, in the higher time frame, price gave us a
Mhm.
rejection at the top already and then started to push lower low, lower high, lower low. So
Right.
could this could this push price back down to the lows of the 4-hour time frame, which is down here?
Yes.
Right. So this is where it's kind of conflicting, but also putting everything together, where are we? We're in the middle of our zone. So we know that at this point, this is where the market makers are trapping traders, inducing traders.
Right.
So just the fact that we could see how the market makers are inducing traders, this is where you have to just keep it strict with yourself. Like, are you going to take a trade here when you can see
No.
price going both ways? Right? Are we
No.
going to sit here and take a 50% chance of getting into a trade and it working out? Or would I rather wait for the 100% trade? And when that 100% trade presents itself, that's when we start entering trades again.
Exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is the reason why I wouldn't even be looking for I wouldn't be looking for anything on AU.
Right.
Right now it's just more about let's take a step back. Right. End of the day, we know where price has to go. We know that since I'm not trading counter, I already know. Cool. If we get that push to the top side, I'm looking for price to give me this push to the gap. Once we get to the gap, then I'll start looking for trades going back down. If not, if price decides to give us the push to the downside starting here, then that's okay. We know that this was just a pullback, right? Which is a 23.6, 38.2% pullback on the daily time frame. And then this is where we'll start seeing price give us that third and final push to the bottom side. And everything would make sense. Because we know that we want to see price bounce off the 50 EMA. That's exactly where we're at right now. We want to see the 50 cross below the 200. That's exactly where we're at. So we have a lot of confirmation going both ways right now.
Right.
Right. Something else that would throw us off, if this would have been a valid, what it is, if this turns out to be a valid engulfing candle going long, a bullish engulfing, if we close above the first red, then that would be another confirmation that price is just still making higher highs and higher lows, and we got the inducement. After the inducement, we got the lower time frame change of character. Right. We haven't gotten the break of structure yet, but if we got an engulfing candle, we know we could take that trade back to the top side. And once we get that break, then we can start looking for another entry. Or price is gonna print this engulfing candle, is just gonna continue to push, give us the break. After the break of structure, we'll get the retest, and then this is where price will continue that push back to the top side.
Yeah. There was too many contradictions. Like even
There's
like
too
on
much.
the one, it's crazy how like on the 4 hour a possible engulfing is being formed, right? And then go to the 1 hour.
1 hour, then you have this one that's formed. Yeah, again, this
Exactly.
is putting everything together. Like you got to think of it as the market maker as well, right? Understanding that this is a game that you're playing against them, right? And what are they
Right.
gonna do to be able to win? They're gonna throw every type of confirmation on every single time frame, and every single time frame is gonna tell you something completely different. So this is where the rookie traders who just trade double bottoms and double tops or entry confirmations without knowing structure, this is where they get stuck on. This is where you see a lot of
Right.
traders losing.
No one went to take a step back.
That's
You
the
know.
biggest key. And again, just understanding one simple rule, which is again, you're in the middle of a zone. You're in the middle of the 4-hour high and a 4-hour low. If you're in the middle of a 30-minute high, 30-minute low, if you're in the middle of a daily high, daily low, if you're in the middle of the zone of consolidation, it's all the same thing. If you're in the middle of a zone, you know you're going to be getting trapped. And you see it every single time. Look what happened here. Right? At one point made everybody believe this was going to be lower low and lower high. What happened? Boom, hit everybody's stop loss. When it made everybody believe that price was going to continue this push to the top side, what happened? We got a wick to the bottom, hit your stop loss, and then went to the top side. Right? Same thing that's happening here. Making everybody believe this is same thing that happened here. If you notice it, just in the middle of the zones.
You have now it makes sense why you trade so many pairs, because like
you have to
pair, like you have to, because like it's just like you're only getting like crystal clean entries like no more than 3-4 times a month.
Exactly.
On like each pair. So like if you want to really like trade consistently like this, you know, and have a 100% win rate, like you have to
you
really
have to trade multiple pairs.
Yeah, you have to.
Because again, it's like what we've seen this entire pretty much this entire month, right? Like if you have a pair that's trading at a higher high and you're looking for uptrends, what's the probability that you're gonna get that trade? Just take a look at EA. Right, EA we're at peak, we're in a higher high. Right, we're in level 3, we got the break, we're looking for a pullback, we're at a higher high. If we look at this entire month, like how many times did we actually get to have an entry in March, right? Let's just start from this week, right? The beginning of March, before we had the break, we had the pushes, cool. But after the first week of March, like what are we trading? We had 1372 that was hit as soon as Asia session started. From March 12th to now, how many trades did you have going long, realistically speaking?
Shit.
Maybe these here because you had the inducement of the low and you had the internal, right? Maybe these 2-3 trades here, and that's it. So unless you were trading the beginning of March, you really only had 2-3 trades. Right, and then again, this is an Asia session pair. We trade NYC, so realistically speaking, again, at what time are you looking for entries? Right, so if you start looking at NYC, already 9 o'clock, it already hit STP. Right, already here at 9 o'clock, boom, hit STP, hasn't moved the entire day. Right here, but Asia session, right, this one, okay, the first day.
2-3 trades though, because like even like those trades that it gave us there at the inducement of the lows are 50-50 trades because of the fact that we already got the change of character.
Exactly. So a pair like EA, realistically speaking, you let's say you get one entry, but again, it's understanding the fact like where are we? We're at a higher high. I'm not going to be taking a trade at a higher high, and that's exactly why. And then you compare that to a pair, or if you even compare it to when we go here, when we had the higher low, when we had the inducement of the lows here and everything. Like okay, cool. But again, this was already in mid February. So being patient and really being able to see the charts the way you're supposed to see it goes a long way. Right? And then even here, like we're coming back to this zone. We're in a little zone of consolidation where price rejected the lows, went high, rejected the lows, went back up. We're back at these lows again. What do we think is going to happen? There's two things that's going to happen. Either price is going to reject the lows again and go back up, or price is going to break and continue that push down to the bottom. There's only two things the market could do here.
Yes, sir.
That's it. So, right, once you put all the pieces to the puzzle, it's like, okay, cool. We already had 3 weeks of rise. We had the third week rise no net. We had the fourth week push, didn't give us a new high. What's the possibility that price is going to give us that push this week? Right, and we just seen this happen in that game. Right, that fourth day, that third day didn't get hit. Okay, we know that there's a high chance that price is going to give us that push this week to the top side. But again, this is a very steep pullback and we're already at Wednesday. We're talking about 259 pips. Could price do it? Yeah, of course, price could do it because when we're looking at how much price moves in a week, 353, this move alone would only be 300. So could this be a continuation to that top side? Absolutely. And again, this is a clean flag post pattern. This would be a clean 23.6 retracement back to the top side. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here that would make sense for this to continue to push to the top side now where we're at. Right. And then on the 1 hour time frame, we have a nice little engulfing candle.
A bullish engulfing candle, yeah. And price just gave us that change of character too on the smaller time.
And then on the 30-minute, we have 2 days of drop. Today being the Wednesday being the third day, price already gave us that low. So again, what's the probability that we'll get this entry? Pretty high right now. Looks pretty good.
Right.
And then lower time frame, you have lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave you a change of character, higher high. So if we could get price to give us, obviously the most ideal situation would be for price to give us a higher low somewhere in this area, a higher high, and then we could get like a little another pullback inducement of these lows. But that'll be a lot of moves. That'll be a lot of pips to give out. So I don't think they'll do this type of move. So we'll probably get this entry early on the 1 hour time frame to continue that push to the top side. So this one would be a pretty good pair to keep an eye on, EA, for sure. EURCAD, same thing, right? EURCAD, we're at a higher high, looking for a pullback. And this pullback, we already had 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. We went down. Price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs in the lower time frame. Right, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price gave us this lower high, moving counter against the trend. It's all about just being patient, just waiting for the right opportunity. Once you get the right opportunity, you know you could risk 10%, 20% of your account. That's how you grow it. But if you take 1-to-1 trades every single day and you lose 5 in a row and you win 1, like, yo, you're never gonna be making profits, man. And we just saw it now in the game.
Hey,
I didn't even take 1 fucking trade, and that guy took 20 trades and fucking went into drawdown. Like, yo, I'm not trading like that.
That's a prime example, though.
That's literally like, yo, that game is gonna show everybody what they're doing wrong. I'm over here trying to fast forward on my chart, like, I'm bugging. Yo, I'm bugging. Okay.
Yo, wow. He took 22 trades and lost 5,000.
Shit is crazy. So, you know,
5% of his account.
That's all it takes, man. Like, the more the merrier is not.
Management, but
I mean, yes and no.
That's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing I can say about that. I ain't gonna lie, because everything else was, man.
Yes and no. Because again, what are you trading? Are you trading what you think you see, or are you trading just because you want to place a trade?
He trading because
because he's bored. He got nothing else to do. He's gambling.
And like that's kind of, and I could admit that like recently I kind of been inside of like that anxious, just wanting to trading what I think type shit, you know. And I mean, like, it's pretty easy as to know why, you know. But like, it's just the fact of being able to see that. Okay, cool. Now, what are you gonna do about it? You know. Yeah. I was saying the same thing about EU, but I noticed that I think it was, what other pair was that where you marked up? It was because, no, it was GU. It was because price had opened up with a gap that you consider that gap open all one move rather than lower low, lower high, over low.
EU would be a good one too for later. Gave us a change of character, looking for the break. Got the 50 crossing over the 200 already as well in the lower time frame. 30-minute time frame inducement of the lows. We already have so many days of drop. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Gave us a 6-day push here on the 800 EMA as well. If it gives us that inducement and it gives us 30-minute flip zone,
a 30-minute flip. Oh, yep. I see it. Flip zone will be here, but it'll be there, and then after that, they will flip.
Right. So now in the 5-minute, now this is what we're seeing the flip happen. 5-minute and the 1-minute. You have the change of character. We're looking for the break to happen. Once we get a valid clean break and it's above the 800, we'll get that retest. This is looking good.
Yo, wanna have a sleepover?
What the fuck? It's looking good. We got a retracement. Again, this is a fake shoulder. If price doesn't give us a break of these lows, it's just giving us a retest. Again, we already know where we're getting into here.
No sleepover?
Yo. This guy. It's too late for you, bro.
No, bro. It's the perfect time. Did you know?
Hello there. Quick question. The EMAs are the lines in the back. Yeah. The EMAs are these lines in the back that you see. The white one is a 200.
Water.
The water, right? The blue one is the 50. The baby blue, and then the royal blue is the 800. So the 200 is the white, baby blue is the 50, and then the 800 is the royal blue. And then if you want to add that indicator to your chart, the Maya.
No, I mean the what do he call the
800? I don't remember. If you want to add them to your chart, the indicator is called this one, the SMA by KGS.
I have to hit the rollie store
and
with
then
the rollie on.
The settings that you want to have for it. I'll put them up on the screen here if you want to take a screenshot. So just make sure it's closed. Make sure you put EMAs only for the input, and then just change EMA 3, 4, and 5. 3 is the 50, 4 is the 200, 5 is the 800. The visibility, you keep this on default. You don't have to change anything. And then on the
Everybody's
style,
so
just since on this put you put EMAs only, on the style, all you have to do is just turn off EMA 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and 5 just put them with their colors. So since the 3 is 50, put the baby blue. Since the 4 is a 200, you put white, and then the EMA 5, which is the 800 EMA, royal blue, which is this one down here. And then I think this is all default. You put OK, and then you'll have them on your screen. Thank you, no problem, no problem. Alright, so we got a 30-minute flip. 5-minute we have a change of character. 1 minute we have a change of character. This one would be a good pair to keep an eye on for tomorrow. This would be a pretty good trade. GA.
EU.
GA, we are in V2, looking for level 3. Perfect. We got the break, we got the retest, higher low, we got the higher high. No continuations right now. Daily time frame looks like we have a nice little valid daily engulfing. We'll have to wait for tomorrow. We already have 3 weeks of rise. On the 3rd week, gave us a rise drop, gave us a 4th week push to the top side. So I'm no longer looking for price to continue to push to the top side. I'm looking for a pullback. And that's exactly what we're seeing here on the 30-minute. We got a change of character. Price is just giving us internal lower lows and lower highs the entire time. Price gave us 2 days of no net. 3rd day gave us a nice little push to the bottom. Let's see. Yep. Give us a nice push to the bottom. So again, at this point, I'm not really going to be trading GA. I'm just going to wait for this one too.
Yeah. Nothing on GA.
Level out, and then we'll see what price does.
Wouldn't that be counter drop though, right? Because the overall.
Okay. GCAD, very similar situation. We are at a higher high, level 3. We got the break, looking for a pullback, right? Very similar to the other pairs, right? We don't have any continuations on the daily, nothing on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're pretty much looking at these lows down here, where price could see is giving us a little shoulder head shoulder. We have a bearish engulfing candle, but again, this is going counter, and it's not valid. It doesn't have a bottom work on that red candle. Not a valid bearish engulfing. But we could see price giving us lower lows and lower highs at this point. Right, give us a break, lower low, lower high, and we have a day of drop on here. So gonna be waiting it out for GCAD, not really gonna be trading it. GJ, we're in peak high territory, still trading between higher high, higher low, higher high, on the push, or higher low, on the push to the higher high. Price gave us a zone of consolidation. No engulfing candles. Hasn't given us a break of the lows, no break of the highs, just gave us an inducement, and then we started seeing higher highs and higher lows. After the inducement, on the 4 hour time frame, no engulfing candles. We have 3 weeks of rise. This week, price is still pushing up to the top side. We had a day of rise yesterday. Today, price gave us a day of drop, no continuation. Still trading between higher high, higher low, and higher high. Price gave us a push to the bottom into a higher low. Looks like price wants to go back up, but right now we have no engulfing candles. I'm not gonna mess with GJ. GJ, I'm gonna wait for this one, man. I'm not in a rush to trade GJ. Once it gives me more crystal clear indications and confirmations as to where we want to go, then I'll take it. But for right now, GJ, I'm just gonna keep looking at it, keep updating it. GU, we were in V1, we're in level 2 now. In level 2, we're after we broke out of the first zone of consolidation. We had the break, higher high, higher low, and now we're looking for a price to give us a higher high. We're going to start looking for entries on GU now. Gave us a zone of consolidation, very similar to the other pairs. Gave us a little shoulder head shoulder. Again, if we don't break these lows, we know price is going to continue that push to the top side. We have no continuations on the 4 hour, and on the 30-minute we have a change of character. No break of structure just yet, but we do have 2 days of rise. So GU looks really good. 2 days of rise, we'll take a 3rd day. No worries, man. Thank the market maker for that. And we have a gap here at the top of the market. How lovely, how lovely.
Okay, so I was 30-minute gap. Looking at that, right, for 372, but the only thing that I wasn't liking was the fact that we didn't break the highs just yet. So I wasn't really too sure about that trade. But we did get the 5-minute change of character structure already. But the only thing that I wasn't liking was the fact that Price didn't really give us any high. Like we're still trading in the middle of the. I mean, that's not really a zone, but it's just like we rejected the low and didn't really make a new high. So that was the main thing.
Technically, we're trading between this low here.
What on the
The
5 minute time
5 minute.
frame?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Right. Change of character, lower low, and this high over here.
Right. Yeah, but I was looking at before this right here,
Yeah.
before that 5 minute, because I didn't really look at the charts until you had hopped back on. Like I did my markups and stuff like that, and then after that you hopped on the call, but I was speaking before that. So
US30, not really gonna do a full breakdown on this. I'm just gonna update it real quick.
stay away, stay away. Yo, I just shitted. Damn.
3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market must chop or drop. We have gaps in the market, so resets to trend. This one could really do whatever it wants to do at this point. Do I have anything I want to do on US30? Well, we have an engulfing candle. We don't have the retest just yet, so this could be a pretty good trade to continue that push to the top side, especially here on the 4 hour. Test that. Test the 800 EMA. Test the 200. This will also be the retest of the 50 EMA here on the daily time frame. This could be a nice lower high point. So this is where we can start getting ready to start looking for price too. We'll either see a steeper pullback happen on the daily time frame, or we'll get price to give us a rejection of those highs to continue that push down to the bottom. And again, understanding that pairs like GU and EU move very similar to US30. Right? So again, the fact that with all these pairs we're looking for the same thing. The only way we could see price on GU continue this push to the top side is if we get this break. Right? The only way we could see price on US30 continue the push to the top side is if we get that break on the 4 hour. Right? If we get price to break these highs. So a lot of these pairs are acting the same way. Right? EU, in order for this to continue the push to the top side, what do we need to see? We need to see the break of structure. After the change of character, we got the change of character here. So a lot of these pairs are acting very, very similarly to each other. So these are going to be pairs that we just got to keep an eye on and see what price wants to do. Alright, so then that would mean we'd be looking for the opposite thing to happen on USDCAD. Right now we're still making lower lows and lower highs. We're looking for the break. We got the break. Right, testing, boom, break. We got the retest, lower high, into the lower low. Right, so we know we're trading lower low. And this lower high over here. So the fact that USDCAD gave us a change of character, gave us a break, already letting us know that price is giving us 2 days of drop. We could already expect the third day push to the bottom. We could expect a lower high to be made to go into a lower low. And again, that'll give us a little bit more confirmation as to what US30 and these other pairs want to do, since USDCAD moves opposite of those pairs. But again, we just want to be very careful, because this is where price has been rejecting lows. This is where price has been rejecting highs. We're in a zone of consolidation at this point. So again, if price rejects these lows, that means this is going to go up, and that means that US30 and all these other pairs are going to go down. So again, we have a lot of contradicting confirmations on a lot of these pairs, but being able to see where that's happening is the reason why you're going to be able to stay away from trades when you have to. Right? We could already see the inducements happening before they happen to us. So again, it's just really about being patient, waiting for those confirmations, and then attacking the charts when you have a solid confirmation and a solid reason to actually enter. 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market must chop or drop, and we chopped. We went sideways. Perfect. Still trading now. Higher high and higher low. Jesus. Three days of drop. After 3 days of drop, market must chop or rise, and we rose. We have a nice little shoulder at shoulder. We got the break, got the lower high. It's going to be an interesting pair to keep an eye on. Because again, if gold goes down, that means US30 is going up. And vice versa.
Oh.
Want to be careful on the markets, guys. Want to be careful. A lot of contradicting rules, right? We have a break, we have a lower high, but price gave us an engulfing candle going long. So again, are you going to take a trade when price is giving you lower lows and lower highs? And again, we could see that price is in a zone of consolidation once again, where price has rejected lows, rejected highs, rejected lows, rejected highs. Right? So want to be very careful taking trades here, guys. Once again, we're just putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. Being able to see exactly when and where the market makers are trapping traders, there's nothing more you could do. We're still trading between higher high and higher low on the 5-minute time frame. We had a retest of the previous higher low, and then price gave us the push to the top side. So again, I'm just gonna be patient. There's not a lot really to go off on here. Bitcoin gave us a break of the bottom of the zone of consolidation. This could be a lower high to continue into a lower low. Again, a lot of these pairs are giving you a lot of confirmations going both ways. Nice little 372 gave us a nice engulfing candle retest at 9 a.m. Would have been a beautiful trade to really get into as well. Third day rise gave us a rise drop or a rise no net. So again, you know, if we're expecting this to give us another push to the top side, before we can continue, we need to see price give us a break. And if it doesn't give us a break, we know it's gonna go back down. So again, a lot of these pairs are literally telling us exactly what's gonna happen tomorrow. Might not get price to continue the push to the top side, but it might just be a little tap. But once we get that tap, we're gonna go right back down to the bottom. Just a little retest to continue the push to the top side. And at this point, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. But I'm tempted to just say this is all part of the same trade, same trend.
Right.
Especially oil, because this could be a lower high. That's exactly where we wanted to see it at too. 200 EMA. It's just perfect moves that we're making on oil.
Hey.
This is where we want to start seeing engulfing candles. This is where we want to start seeing our lower time frame change of character breaker structures, and that's why I'm kind of tempted to say that this is a change of character here. Would be a nice zone. We're gonna mark it up that way. Fuck it. Let's see how it goes. Regardless, we're looking for a break of structure anyway, so look at the lower time frames as well. Lower time frames, we have higher high, higher low, lower low change of character. Where 1 minute time frame, we have a little bit more structure. So we can sit here and say lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we're trading between this high and these lows down here. So even on the 1 minute, we just still have to wait for that flip to happen before we can look for a trade. Right. That's pretty much it today, guys. Any questions? Any other pairs? 30-minute time frame looks like it wants to give us an engulfing candle here as well. So just be careful with this trade here. Could be a good one. Any other questions, guys? Anything you guys want me to explain? Once again, tomorrow I'll be posting a link for our membership. Again, it's not mandatory, but if you want to do one-on-one sessions, you'll have to be a member. Again, if you're not a member, we're still going to be doing streams on YouTube 3 times, 4 times a week maybe. But everything else is going to be done on the website. Community tournaments, community giveaways, the one-on-one sessions. There's going to be videos that we have from 2017, 2018 that we're going to post on the website as well, just for the members. A lot of content, exclusive content, a lot of learning opportunities, a lot of tools also that are engaging, that's going to help your chart vision and get you to see how to trade properly a lot quicker. Any questions, let me know. Again, members that have been with us, members who are pretty much in our Discord, you guys will get a discounted rate on the subscription. If you're not a member on the Discord, then you will just be paying the regular subscription. Again, people that have been with us pretty much since before April, you guys will get the discounted rate. Anybody after April, again, I'm gonna change the Discord now and make a couple rules to it, change the rules up, have the OG members so I know exactly who's who and stuff like that. So we do have a 15-day trial as well on the website. So if you're not ready to buy, you just want to kind of see what we have, you have that 15-day trial. That's pretty much it, guys. Have a good rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow morning for the live trading session. I won't stay up too late playing that game, but I am gonna stay up. I'm gonna turn that shit on Twitch right now, actually.
Trading competition. Let's go.
Okay, 1v1 me on the charts, man. Any questions in the chat before I go? I'm about to crack open a fucking Red Bull. Get my heart pumping. No questions in the chat. Alright. Talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.